Hey guys, it's been like 2 months since I recorded, and what's been new with me? Um, well, I started school, and I was taking a public speaking class with the child development class, and yeah, I dropped out of the public speaking class because I was not doing too well in there. I think I messed up when I was adding classes because I needed a speech class. But yeah, public speaking, maybe it was my teacher, but yeah, there is just too much that she expected us to do. And I took a speech class before at a different community college, and that was easy. Like, I only had I think, four speeches to do. But this one, there was like six big speeches, and then like a couple little speeches in between. And I think my last speech was on how part-time jobs when in high school, or if you're a high school student and you have a part-time job, usually you're not going to be very good in school because of like your time management and all that. And during my speech for like a good 20 seconds, I like was just silent and I didn't know what to say. It was really bad. And then my second speech was um, about like my most special gift or something like that, like something somebody gave me. And I was talking about the camera that my dad got me for my birthday. And the thing is, the night before, I like had an outline of everything of what to say, and like I went over it like I think 3 times, and then I was like timing myself, and then the time range that you had to be in between was like a minute to two. A minute was minimum, 2 minutes was the maximum, and you're not supposed to go over. And like I kept timing myself, and it was like a minute and 30 seconds. And then when I finally like went up to do my speech, instead of reading from my note card with where all my like ideas were from, or not ideas, but like all my main points were, I started to trail off with like my own talking, and then I went over. And I mean, it was like 13. It was like 13 out of 20, so that's not really a good thing. But yeah, I couldn't do it. Public speaking was just way too much. And then my child development class, eh, it's going good, I guess. Well, my understanding of like my understanding of how her essays are, or like the point, or the questions for her essays are like very specific, but when I answer them very general, and like I'm not doing so hot on those either. Um, Other than that, it's really interesting. Like we've been watching some obviously like birth videos and like why children act a certain way. And yeah, that's interesting, except the people in my class annoy me just because they're so immature. It's like we were watching a birth video or whatever, and like it was super old. It was like an 80s video of like a lady giving birth, and then like all they could talk about was, oh my god, look at her hairstyle, and oh my god, what is he wearing? And I was like, what the fuck, guys? That's not the whole point of the movie. The whole point is to see the birth process. Like I don't understand. I don't know. No offense, maybe because they're fresh out of high school and they're immature, or I don't, I don't know. Let's see. Work is going good. Um, lots and lots and lots of prepping papers, and we've been trying to do So me and my other coworkers in our department, we're the imaging department, but um, Fridays is like casual day, and then we're trying to have like themes for Fridays. So far, I think we had like a, what is it? It's wear red, something like pirate related. Yesterday was purple, and the funny thing is, like, I guess the claims department and like some other people at our at work were just all wearing purple, so there was just so many people wearing purple. I like purple. Um, God, it's been 2 months since I recorded. You would think I would have a lot more to say. Let's see. New movies I watched. I watched Insidious 2, which I really liked. I will say, if you do watch Insidious 2, watch the first one. You'd have a better understanding of what's going on. Um, let's see. Shows. I just finished season 2 of New Girl, which is all tears. Just all tears. Um, we just finished. Oh, we finished Breaking Bad, which was great. It's really good. I believe I lost a bet. Actually, I won one bet, and then the other bet we lost, and it was for push-ups. I think it was push-ups. Yeah, me and my roommate and our other friend had a bet on who would die. I'm not going to say who died, in case anyone's watching this and I spoil it for them. But yeah. It's really good. If you haven't watched it, watch it, because it's great. And then, when we watched the finale, uh, the friend's house that I went to, they got us Blue Rock candy, and it was adorable. I ate mine too fast. I don't know. It's like when I chew ice. It's like chewing ice. Like, usually people, like, don't really chew ice. Yeah, no, I like to bite a lot of things. Like, popsicles. Yeah, I just bite that. I don't, and I'm sorry. Looking and just slowly eating it takes too long. I just like to bite, and I don't mind if it's cold. um, what else? Um, on Instagram, I'm doing the October Photo a Day challenge by Fat Muslim or whatever. You can find that on Instagram. Today is, let's see. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. This would be a lot easier if I already had it up. Oh, that's the wrong one. Uh, Today is afternoon, so yeah, it's not noon yet. Probably take a picture of outside noontime. I don't know. What else? Oh, so I've been struggling a lot with bills. And I really need to manage my money the right way. And it's really hard when, like, all these unexpected expenses come up. Like, the registration for my car. I never got a notice from DMV that I needed to get my car registered or whatever, because I loaned it in the beginning of this year, and I was looking at my plates and it said September, and I was like, oh crap, like, that's not a good thing. And I tried looking for the registration in my car, and it wasn't in there. And I've still had this sticker on the front of my car that's supposed to be the identification. And then, like, I went online, and I was just like, okay, well, I have to fill this out, and then I have to order my registration. So I had to look at all, like, kind of look up the address, and, like, obviously the license plate, and the VIN number, and everything. Anyways, I end up buying my registration, which is totally fine. Then I find out later, I don't even know where they're sending it to. Like, I don't even know the address they're sending it to, because online when I registered for the car, it just asked for the VIN number and the license plate, and like it didn't even have an address. So I was like trying to figure out what address it was. So I go back to my car and I look at the little sticker thing on the front window, and it said apartment number 4. And I was like, what the fuck? Because my old apartment number was number 34. So pretty much I said DMV messed up and put the wrong address. So I was like freaking out, and I was like, okay, well, let me call my old apartment and then tell them if they can forward my DMV mail to my new address. And then they're like, oh, well, if people in apartment number 4 get mail that doesn't belong to them, they usually give it back to the mailman. And I was like, usually, you know. Or, I don't know, they could just keep my registration and stick that on their car. Like, I don't know. Um, so yeah, like I was freaking out, and then I kept calling post offices, and I did not know that post offices, there's only certain ones for your area. Like, I thought post offices were just really general. Like, El Cajon, for example. I called their main office, and then I found out that there was another post office where my old residence was, and then that's where the mail would have went. So I called them. They never called me back. I kept trying to call them, and then they told me if anything happened to your mail, we would send it back to DMV. So when I tried calling DMV, they wouldn't let me do anything because it's under my dad's name. So there was just like a whole process too. And it's so frustrating and stressful because I was like, I really don't want to get pulled over and then have to deal with that. It's just like, it was already paid for. I just didn't have the physical copy with me in the car, and I didn't want to have to deal with like trying to um I don't know what that word is. I just didn't want to have to deal with that hassle. It's so annoying. Thank God I finally got my sticker like 2 days ago, and I stuck it on my car, and then I did the whole little cut with the blade thing so that if anyone tries to rip it off, it only gets pieces. Um, yeah, what else did I find out? Dude, my tail light has been out, and it's really annoying because I have to drive like, what, 30, 35 minutes to go to the dealership so they can fix it. I'm not paying for anything, but it's just annoying that it's been like 3 times that I've gone there, and they give me a bulb, and then I kid you not, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks later, my tail light goes out, and I was like, maybe it's not the bulb, guys, maybe it's the fuse. I don't know, they don't. Actually, the first time they messed up because they changed the wrong taillight, which is kind of annoying because it's like common sense. If you were standing in the back of the car and had someone press the brake light, it wouldn't make more sense that you would see both lights working? Like, regardless if you put the wrong side on, one of the lights wouldn't be working. So I don't understand how they messed up the first time, let alone the second time and the third time. So I went to AutoZone and I picked up a light bulb. And the annoying thing was, like, when I was trying to open my trunk to do it, like, I guess there's this flap thing that covers the whole inner part of my trunk. So I had to, like, unscrew this, like, plastic part for the longest time just to remove the flap. And then when I twisted the bulb, it just popped off into the light area, or like the shell, not where the bulb is, but that shell area. And then like it popped off into that area, and I was like, okay, well, I can't grab it because the hole is like this small and my finger can only go so far. And then yeah, I was able to put the bulb in. The bulb works fine. It's just I still have this extra bulb like just in there, and you can see it from outside. And it's not really in the way. It's just annoying when I look at it and it's there. And what else was I gonna say? Eh, I don't know. I think that's it. Cause I've been talking already for like 15 minutes now. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, bye.